Hey friends, how are you guys doing today? I hope you're doing so well. Welcome back to another video. We are starting off today with a banger of a thrift. That dress right there, that Ted Baker dress, putting it in the cart. And this is not the first piece I grabbed, obviously, but I wanted to start with this clip to show you just how insane today's thrifting is going to be. I also went over to these top sections and found right off the bat an Everlane top as well as that Vince piece, which is always exciting. And then this was really interesting. I got so excited when I saw that smart wool right there. I love selling smart wool. I love finding smart wool, and I hardly ever do it. But that one was a Charlie Harper for smart wool, which I'd never heard of. So I was like, okay, put it in the cart. We'll look at it. And we're going to see a trend here, at least in this extra small section, where I just find banger after banger of really expensive pieces, which is exactly what I'm looking for. So right there, you saw an Eileen Fisher top. Here's an Athleta, kind of like sweatshirt. I don't always pick up Athleta, especially in tops, but that followed by that moth sweater from Anthropologie. It was just too good. So I'm going to grab these and at least look at them, look at comps, and decide if I'm going to pick them up. So put those in the cart. But then same section, a little bit further down into the smalls, this Diane von Furstenberg 100% cashmere pink vintage sweater is so cool. Like, that is what I love to thrift. And then I thought this was interesting. Looks like it was donated by the same person. Cashmere Souffle from Harold Grant. A very vintage looking tag. Definitely intriguing. It says size 36 there, which anything with an Italian sizing, I'm always going to look up. Unfortunately, I'm going to put this in my cart, but as you can see, there are holes there for buttons, but there's no buttons on it. Like, all the buttons are gone, which I don't understand, but I decided not to get it because I'd have to sew on buttons, and it's just like a little bit too much. Then that pink sweater you just saw was another cashmere piece. So somebody donated their entire cashmere collection, and I put it all in my cart, decided to look them over later, make sure there weren't any flaws, and I thought that was interesting that that piece back there was new with tags. Here is a little Free People sweater, and it's a beautiful black piece. It is so pilled. That does not concern me. I have a depilling little fabric shaver, but it is 100% cashmere. So like I said, I literally was just finding cashmere piece after cashmere piece, and it was insane. So we saw the Point Sur little sweater there. Point Sur is owned by J. Crew, but usually does really well. That Mabel piece I wanted to look up. This is exciting. Raquel Allegra, like, what is happening at my thrift store today? Just like banger after banger, really expensive pieces, really nice quality. Cashmere, we're finding Ted Baker, we're finding all these pieces. In Point Sur, I might have picked this up on a different day, but there was a little stain on it, and also that style, I just didn't love it. Like, it just felt like it was a little bit older, and I didn't think it was going to be as sought after right now, so I decided to leave that behind. But then we came over, here's a new shoe rack, which I love the new shoe racks. This is where I have found a pair of Jimmy Choos before. This is where I found a pair of Manolo Blahniks. And here is a pair of Corkis. The thing about the shoes today is, holy cow, they have started marking up all the shoes at my thrift store. And they did this a little bit ago with like anything Nike, anything Under Armour, North Face. No matter what the piece was, if it was like Nike, it was $10, no matter what. And so I'm hoping that they'll reverse this shoe price surge just like they did the Nike stuff. They realized people weren't buying it. It was too expensive. So hopefully they'll see that with all of these boots for $15. I just felt like that was a little bit pricey, especially here at my little Indiana thrift stores. This pair of Vans, super tempted to get. These were in my size. They're really cute. There was that piece, there was like a little Sharpie mark on the front of it. They were $10 and they had great comps, but I just, with that Sharpie mark, I was like, I'm not going to wear it. I don't think it's going to sell for as much. I think I'm just going to have to leave them behind. I don't know if that was the right decision. Let me know what you guys would have done. Then in the men's section, I was only here briefly, but I wanted to show you this brand, Taylor Bird. Taylor and then BYRD. There's two of these pieces. This one, this little checker print kind of looking pullover, it had a lot of wear to it. You can't really see in this video. This other blue one I thought could maybe be pickup worthy, but I had so much in my cart, I decided to leave it behind. This Make Weekends Longer, Madewell little set I thought was really cute. Had some stains on it, so I left it behind. But I really thought that was adorable. Like, if I was that size, I would totally pick it up for myself. This was an Eliza J. new with tags dress. And there was a time where I loved thrifting Eliza J, but now I just literally cannot move it. This is new with tags. Originally what? I can't even tell. $208, which is a great price to find it for $12.99, but I just knew I couldn't sell it. So I just left it behind. But hopefully somebody will find it that will love it. This CP Shades find, shut up, the best find. I'm so excited. I've been wanting to find that for forever, and I finally did. Then this pair of boots, super cool. They're bare paws, really sought after style. Comps are around $100 for these. They were $15, but they are missing some of the the fur and the leather up here on the front. I don't know if you can tell because they're white. They were kind of worn at the toes, and I decided that it wasn't good enough condition to pick up for $15. And then Untuckit was a brand that I would have loved to find a little bit ago, but this vest, the comps were like $10. So I decided not to grab that. Here's one of the first cashmere, what should I say, casualties of war. They all had holes. I am so upset because, boy, I was so excited. I love thrifting cashmere anything, but so many holes. This Lovers and Friends piece, very excited to find this, but there are stains all over it. It's hard to tell in the video, but there are stains. So I decided, even though I really wanted to buy it, to leave it behind. Lovers and Friends is sold at Revolve, and it does really well for me. But if it's stained, I have to leave it behind. I've got to stop picking up projects. The Smart Wool piece, so excited. When I go to double check it, most Smart Wool pieces obviously are made out of wool. And I saw that hole up at the shoulder. I was like, okay, if it's just one small hole, maybe I should still buy it. And then, kapow, I found like 18 holes on the sleeve. And if I was buying this for myself, it probably wouldn't be a big deal to me because I'd be using it like as a base layer. But in order to sell it, I was like, oh, it has so many holes. So I left it behind. This Richer Poor brand was intriguing, actually had pretty good comps, but again, decided to leave it behind. I don't know why I left all these things. Like some of these things I probably should have just picked up, but I had so much to buy. I wanted to be more selective. This Privacy Please is a Revolve brand. And I was going to buy this as a jumpsuit in a light yellow, buttercream kind of color. But then it had some stains at the crotch. The Heaven and Earth Grocery Store, really popular book. I thought about buying this for myself. Decided since it was large print, I probably wouldn't love that. But this book is also from a series I like, but it was in kind of rough condition. So I left that behind. But I'll show you what I got when we get home. Okay, friends, we're back home, and I have quite the haul to share with you. I have so many pieces here. I feel like I've just been able to find more and more pieces recently. Look at this receipt. It's a lot. There's a lot going on here. I bought 35 items for $193.09, including tax. So that's roughly $5.50 per item, which I think is pretty much a steal of a deal because I have shoes here. I have sweaters. It's awesome. So let's jump into it, shall we? Because I have 35 items, to share with you. First off, so excited. People probably have already found this and they've already been through their excitement phase. This is the first time I've ever found this where I've been able to pick it up to resell. The only time I've ever seen this before was in a Goodwill when I was in California, and it was like $30 at the Goodwill. This was $4.99. So excited that I was able to find CP Shades. Like, shut up. This has been on my brands list videos for a long time. I know that it can do really well. And so I'm very happy. And it's like this little velour top, a little kind of velvety texture. And this is what the tag looks like. It's very unassuming and it blends right in, but it says CP Shades on that tag. So excited about this. And this is in a size small, made in the USA. It's rayon and silk blend. So 20% silk, 80% rayon. And I think that it should sell for around $30 to $50. And I know that's not actually as high as I was kind of hoping, but even if I can try to aim for that $50 mark, I would be very, very pleased with that. But before we jump into the next piece, I need to take a moment to thank the sponsor of today's video, which is Vendoo. If you guys haven't heard me talk about Vendoo before, Vendoo is a cross-listing software where you can easily, with just a few clicks of a button, upload pieces to resell, put them up in Vendoo, and then cross-list them to so many different marketplaces, all with just a few clicks. So you can sell on eBay, Mercari, Poshmark, whatnot, Citizen, Depop, just to name a few. And it's so easy to use. It also allows you to delist and relist pieces based off of if they are stale or not. And also this month they're doing a special. So if you are interested in starting a Vendu, if you're interested in upping your reselling game and really putting in that effort this year into making your reselling business really flourish, if you use the code THRIVE in 25, you'll get 40% off of your first month, which is an insane deal. I know that it's so worth it for me. As soon as I sell one piece on a platform I wasn't listing on before using Vendu, it pays for itself. And because of Vendu, I've been able to make thousands of extra dollars in cash. So highly recommend using them if you are a reseller. And if you do want to really try to grow your business this year, this is the time to do it. With 40% off, that's an amazing deal. I'll have the code down below and the link that you can use to sign up for Vendu. But with no further ado, let's head back into the video. And then this is kind of an interesting story to this one because I bought these with the intention of wearing them myself, like for myself. And then I didn't realize that they're a men's size 9, not a women's size 9. So I tried them on and they're a little bit big on my feet, but they're so cute. Look at these Stan Smiths. So these are Adidas Stan Smiths, but I loved the color scheme of these. They're like an off-white kind of beigey color for the backs and on the tongue as well. And then the inside of this is kind of like this fun kind of plaid. And so these are really cute. They're actually in really good condition as well. So I don't know, maybe I can make it work. They're a little bit big though for my feet because obviously they're like a women's size 11 and I usually wear like a 9 or a 9.5. But I did look up comps. I was like, okay, maybe I'll return these. No, these are actually worth a good deal of money. I saw that the comps for these were around like $80. And so, so I think I'm actually going to resell those if I don't keep them for myself, which I probably will not keep them for myself because they're not actually my size, but do I want to still? Yes, a little bit. Okay, super exciting about that. Should I show you another pair of shoes? I will. Okay, so these are a pair of Sorels. I love selling Sorels. I know some people say they don't do well with them. I don't know how that's possible because I sell Sorels so consistently for around $50, if not more, that I just always love to pick them up. These are a pair of sandals, which obviously I know the time of year isn't great for sandals, but what can you do? These are in a size 6, and I did a reverse image search on these, and these have the name Joni in the title of them, in the style name, and I saw a lot of these selling for around $50 to $60, and these were $9.99. Which is a little bit steeper than I'd like to pay. I wish these were like $7, but I paid around $9 for these. And with my average cost of goods kind of evening out lower, I think it was a good pickup and they should sell for over $50, which is awesome. Then I think this might have been the only dress I picked up and I'm so excited that I found this. I went through the dress section. I haven't been loving my dress section lately. I just haven't been having good luck there, but I did find, oh no, I bought 2 dresses I think this time, both of them worth good money. This, I think I might have even sold this exact same style before. This is more like a fitted dress with all this fun seaming details, but this is from Ted Baker, which I love selling Ted Baker. Ted Baker is one of those brands that just does really well for me. And it usually, especially if it's a newer style, doesn't sit for very long. But this is in a size 2 from Ted Baker, and Ted Baker has its own size chart, so who knows what that sizing actually is. But it's a gorgeous green color, and it was $7.99. So $7.99 for this. I have sold a lot of Ted Baker dresses for $50 plus, so a lot of them actually for closer to $75. So I think that should be a great pickup. Happy with that. And then I did really well in the sweater section. So we have quite a few sweaters. This one I thought was interesting, so I looked it up. It is this gray kind of striped sweater with this very interesting kind of like knit fabric detail on the side, but it's completely kind of open on the side. So you would wear something under this probably because it goes all the way up to the armpit. Really interesting looking, right? So I looked this up. It's from the brand called One Gray Day Los Angeles. So a new to me brand and very hard to read the tag too. It kind of blends right in. I don't even know if you can read that. But it's actually a pretty good comp on this. Like, it looked pretty nice. And this is also 100% wool, so that's really nice. And it looks like it's a brand that's sometimes sold on Revolve. So new to me, very interesting to find it at least. It was $4.99, so I paid $4 for this, around $4.50. But I do think it has potential. It's kind of interesting. I like the sides. It's got interest to it. And I think I can resell it hopefully for at least $30, maybe a little bit less. I saw comps on this from between $20 to $50. And so we'll see what I end up getting for it. Same thing sort of with this one as well. This is a really fun little orange sweater. It has the turnover to the ends of the sleeve. It's like a shorter, boxier fit with a mock neck as well. And this is a really nice knit piece from Moth. And Moth is sold at Anthropologie, and so that's what the Moth tag looks like, and it's a size large, so I thought that was really cute, and I do really well selling Anthropologie pieces. They consistently sell for me for around 30 bucks, so I'll probably list this between $30 and $50 and then accept offers, but I thought that was a fun color and a really interesting style, so grabbed her. And then you guys saw me find like a bajillion cashmere sweaters. I went through and combed over every single piece until I would find holes or things that I couldn't in good conscience pick them up because of, like flaws. But the only one that I did not find a hole in but was able to pick up was the Diane von Furstenberg cashmere sweater. This is so cool. It looks like it's a vintage Diane von Furstenberg bright pink cashmere sweater with that little kangaroo pocket in the front and more of like almost an off the shoulder neckline, a very exaggerated boat neckline it looks like, but I love Diane von Furstenberg. I feel like Diane von Furstenberg and Ted Baker are pretty much on the same level for me. They're really cute, really nice. This is a size small, 100% cashmere, $4.99. So less than $5 for a vintage Diane von Furstenberg 100% cashmere sweater is an insane deal. And I sell her quite frequently for around $50 or more. Since it's cashmere, I'm gonna probably hope for at least $50 again on that piece, but I think it's absolutely stunning. And then this is kind of a very interesting find. I found this in the women's section, and this to me is actually a men's piece. And I double checked by looking online. Okay, I know it's pink and camouflage, but this brand does so well, and it is called G4. And so I've found this a few times now, and I actually sold a tank top from this brand, a women's like golfing tank top for 40 bucks for a tank top. G4 is like a premier kind of very nice golf wear brand, and this was only $4.99. And this is actually like a rare sought after style from this brand. I only could find one sold on Poshmark, and it sold for $70. And so I'm thinking this should probably do a similar amount. And it was, as I said, in a size small. This one's materials tag is a little bit worn off, but the one I found on Poshmark was a mixture of tencel, silk, and wool. So it's a very nice sweater for $4.99. Like, it doesn't look super assuming, but it is really nice quality, super well made, and I'm hoping it should sell for over $60, which is insane for a sweater. I have so many good pieces today, guys. So many good pieces. If you guys are enjoying the haul, let me know by giving today's video a thumbs up and hitting the subscribe button. This brand is a great one. So I picked this up mostly to show you guys. I don't know about this particular piece, if it will do well, because it's just like a little tank top. It reminds me of like 2012 Bethany Moda. Anybody else? But it has a skull on the front. Then it's kind of like an open back. But the reason I picked it up is for the brand, and it is from the brand Daydreamer, which Daydreamer actually is really sought after and expensive and resells for great money. If you can find a sweatshirt from this brand, like super great. And the brand tag looks extremely unassuming. Like, who would ever know that that was worth good money? But the size medium, it was $3.99. So I thought I'd pick it up at least to just show you guys the brand, because it is really not something you would ever like look twice at, you know. Very pleased I was able to find that brand to show you guys. Then we have this little cardigan, which is a fun yellow color, and it has all this interesting details at the top with all this almost like lace and really interesting applique work. But this is from the brand Karen Millen, which again is a great brand. I don't think I've ever found this brand before. If I have totally forgotten, but it's a really nice one, size 2, and really expensive up front. So like hundreds of dollars for a piece from this brand, very expensive. And all of the buttons on this are also logoed. It's very nice quality, and it's just a mixture of cotton and polyamide, but I was looking at comps, and I think that this should sell for $35 to $50 as well. It's a very little cardigan, but has a lot of good structure and interesting factors about it, and it was only $4.99, so grabbed her. If you guys know that brand or have ever sold it, let me know in the comments, because I feel like it should do really well. Then this one is a very interesting piece. I feel like I have not found anything like this before. It's very interesting. It's a V-neck, bright sweater. And again, this is from Ed Hardy, which I feel like my high school experience would tell me is an amazing brand. But, and then it has all these like little, it's kind of like sequiny, but almost like bedazzled details all over it that are sparkly. And it's like love kills, very much so like Ed Hardy vibes. It feels literally brand new. Like it feels like it's never been worn. Pristine condition, size small, great shape. I think it should resell for $30 to $50. And when I say that to you guys, I'm always saying that like as I will probably list this between $30 and $50, usually on the higher end if I'm listing on Poshmark, usually for exactly what I want on eBay. And then I accept offers always. But for $4.99, I thought this would be totally worth a try. It is very, very cool, like definitely too cool for me to wear, but somebody out there I feel like is going to fall in love with that piece, and it's a really beautiful color. So I also picked up this amazing pair of brown leather shoes. These are kind of like a sandal. I don't know what you would call these when they have a little stacked heel, open-toed sandal, but they have Velcro up here. But these are from Paul Green, which I love selling Paul Green. Paul Green does really well for me. I know it's kind of hard to see the label in there, but Paul Green, and these are real leather. They're in a size 5.5. They have their own size chart for Paul Green, so that's probably closer to like a 7.5 for US women, but really nice pair of leather shoes. And Paul Green for me sells all the time for $50 and up. So really happy that I was able to find those. Those were $9.99, which again, all the shoe prices at my Goodwill have been escalating, which I'm not a fan of, but still I was able to find some really cute pieces for not terrible money, just not like great amounts. Okay, then on a new rack, this got wheeled out and I got so excited to see this. I found so many cute pink items. This one is so adorable. It is this little exercise dress from Outdoor Voices, which is really exciting because Outdoor Voices exercise dresses do really well. I don't know if you can see the logo across the back, but this is in a size extra small, which I wish it was a little bit larger, but still an Outdoor Voices exercise dress, extra small, great condition, beautiful pink color. This pink is going to stand out so well in my pictures. For $7.99, I looked and a lot of these were selling for around $70. So very, very happy with that one. And then we have this new to me brand, which I thought was so interesting. I really like the look of this. It's a nice little kind of mock neck, turtleneck sweater, but then it has these sheer sleeves. I've been finding so much more like high-end and luxury kind of interesting European pieces, very European styling lately, and I love that. Like, this is gorgeous. I think this is so fun, and a new to me brand, but a really good one to know. And I'm sure I'm gonna say it wrong, but Copcopine, C-O-P.C-O-P-I-N-E, Copcopine. This is a beautiful top, and this brand retails for hundreds of dollars, so very expensive pieces. And this is called the Vitae top. It's a mixture of viscose and cotton, and it is in a size small, so really beautiful piece. I would assume, I saw comps ranging all over the place, but I didn't see anything quite like this. And so I'm hoping to sell it for $50, maybe more, but this retails for a couple $100. So it's always kind of a guess at that point, but love that. Then another interesting dress that I picked up is this kind of short sweatshirt material dress that has this ribbed sweatshirt material at the bottom where the hips are. Very interesting, very kind of more like streetwear inspired. This was $7.99. And again, I probably am gonna butcher the name of this as well, but this is from the brand Seroya, S-E-R-O-Y-A, Seroya, size large. I don't know. But this, again, super expensive and sometimes sold on Revolve. Really interesting looking dress. Would never have caught my eye other than the fact that I felt it and it felt really nice. But this was $7.99 as well. Should resell for around $70. At least $50. Then I can't go thrifting without picking up at least one Eileen Fisher piece to resell. This one is a nice little button down from Eileen Fisher. It looks like it might be an older label from her, but I find that even things that are the older logo do pretty well. This is a size extra small, and it's 95% cotton, 5% spandex, so it has a little bit of stretch to it. But I just thought this was a very classic piece, very like old money and elevated basics kind of looking. So I grabbed that for $4.99. I also picked up a pair of Eileen Fisher pants. These got wheeled out on a new rack and I had to grab them. They're just a pair of black, kind of very nice and stretchy, thick pants. And they have the Eileen Fisher logo in there. They're a size 14, great size. And these were $4.99. And Eileen Fisher retails for hundreds of dollars. So happy with that. Another brand I have sold before for really good money and was excited to find in the top section is this really flowy, lightweight piece. They're really known for these more like ethereal fabrics. This is Raquel Allegra, which I've talked about on this channel quite a few times. Really nice pieces. It's a size 3, which I believe is a size large from Raquel Allegra. But if I had to take a guess, I don't see a materials tag on it, but I would say this feels like silk. It's a really beautiful piece, and it was $4.99. The last 2-piece set I had from her, I think I sold for over $100. For a blouse like that, I'm hoping for maybe $35 to $50. Then we have, there's a lot here. Then we have this kind of like sweatshirt, more like thin sweatshirt, if not like a crew neck style t-shirt from Everlane. I do like selling Everlane. This might not sell for the most money, maybe more like 20 bucks, but it's a size extra small. I liked the color. It was $4.99. And I just thought that was a nice piece for mixing and matching in my closet. Then the last Eileen Fisher piece that I picked up was this pair of little slip-on mules. They're black suede leather, Eileen Fisher, and they are gorgeous. They are size 8.5 and real leather, beautiful pair of shoes. I sell a lot of Eileen Fisher shoes for around $50. Those ones have a little bit of wear to them, so I think I'll probably get closer to $30 for them, but they still were nice. Then I'm going to see if I can get some of, there's a little mark or two on this piece. It's a black and white striped sweater, but it says Karl on the sleeve here, and I thought that was so cute. And it is from Karl Lagerfeld, so really nice piece. Karl Lagerfeld Paris is this tag on the inside, super nice. $4.99 is what I paid for this. It probably retails for over $100 or $200. It might be more, a couple $100 probably, size large. But I think I can hopefully resell it for $35 to $50. I like that one a lot. I like Karl Lagerfeld. Sometimes it doesn't sell for a ton or move very quickly, but I couldn't hold myself back. It was so cute. I also grabbed this dress, which I think is really pretty. It is a white eyelet detailed dress. I love the drop waist, very 1920s like inspired, has more of a kind of racer back style to it. But this is from Rebecca Taylor, and this is gorgeous. I love the white. I have sold Rebecca Taylor for really good money. It just sometimes sits for a while, but I decided to grab it. It's a size small from Rebecca Taylor. I love the details throughout the whole piece, and this was marked at $7.99. So I think I can resell this for $50 to $65. That's what I'm gonna hope for, but it might take a while to get it. I don't know. Would you guys have picked that one up? I thought it was really pretty, but I'm on the fence about that one, if it was a good pickup. This is a brand that I decided to take a chance on. This I found with all those other really nice pieces that I found all in similar sizes in a size small. This is a gorgeous sweater. It has this cowl neck with all of this more like kind of interesting knit details. We have interesting knit details to the sleeve on both sides, and this is from Temperley London, which from the looks of it looks to be vintage. When I looked it up, it's more like a kind of like vintage Bloomingdale's designer, really nice brand. And it was $4.99, which made me instantly want to buy it, of course. And then this is also 100% lamb's wool. So it's a 100% lamb's wool, vintage, designer. I would say, I don't think it's a dress, but it's like a longer tunic, although it cuts in at the waist. I'm not sure how long this is. It is a size small, so it could be a sweater dress, but it was a really interesting piece, and so I wanted to pick that up. And a lot of the pieces similar to it, nothing exactly like it, but a lot of sweaters from that brand were reselling, or at least listed on eBay for a good amount of money, like $50 and up. So I thought I'd give it a whirl. We're gonna try it out. We'll see what happens. And then I found this Nike crew neck sweatshirt, and it's a size extra large. And I just thought for me or my husband, I think my husband would love this, might be oversized on him. It's just like a gray crew neck for, it was $9.99, which I feel like is a little excessive, but $9.99 for a Nike crew neck is not a bad deal at all. So I did grab that. And maybe I shouldn't have, but I did. And I've also decided to, in an effort to not to make myself feel bad about thrifting clothing for children, if we never have children of a certain age or gender, then I will be selling all of my curated collection of amazing children's pieces. I really only pick up children's wear that's expensive or vintage or unique. And so I feel like that's a great way to kind of go about this. So even if we don't have a child like this age that needs a swimsuit, I think I will still be able to at least make our money back and still support whatever children we're able to bring into our house. So this was $1.99. It's a Janie and Jack little red swimsuit. I think this is so cute, and it's in a size 2T. But here is the Janie and Jack logo in case you don't know it. Very expensive kids brand, so I liked to find that. And then I did pick up this pair of little Nike Air Maxes. Tell me that is not the sweetest looking pair of tennis shoes in the world. Those are so cute. I'm obsessed with them. It's like so tiny and just so perfect. They're a size 4C, so maybe for a 4-year-old. I don't know anything about children's shoe sizes, so I'll have to look into that. But those are really cute. And then I did buy also this little collared dress, which I am obsessed with. I love a collar. I think they're so cute. It's a little kind of darker red dress with this little tie in the back. This is actually from the brand April Cornell, which is a very expensive women's wear brand. I didn't even know that they made children's wear. It's a really nice brand, and there's little 3 buttons on the back. Super cute. This was $3.99, and the little swimsuit was $1.99. So I grabbed both of those and the little pair of Nike Air Maxes. So freaking cute. Obsessed. And then I grabbed a Spider long sleeve t-shirt for my cousin. He loves that brand. And the last thing that I grabbed to resell was this pair of gray suede little booties. They have this really beautiful gray leather to them. And these are from the brand Aquatalia, which I've sold a couple times now, but I don't often find. And the only other time I found them, I think I had to pay up a pretty good amount for them. But I thought these were really nice. Aquatalia, and they're in a size 8, made in Italy. Really beautiful, little stacked heel, pointed toe, gray leather, beautiful pair of boots. And the last time I had these, I think I sold them for over $50 or so. But yeah, those are the pieces I picked up. I have also some menswear pieces. I still have like 15 more things to show you guys. I feel like I have so many items. I don't want to bore you guys to tears, but those are things I picked up. And I will show you even more of them here in a little bit. But those are all the pieces I picked up today. I hope you guys enjoyed watching and coming thrifting with me. I've been having so much fun taking you guys along thrifting in the new year. And if you guys want to support me or my channel, make sure to give today's video a thumbs up, hit subscribe. And if you want to check out Vendu, then make sure you use my link down below in the description box because it'll give you 40% off your first month, which is a screaming deal. And so if you want to give it a try, now is the time. But thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys are having an amazing day. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day. And until the next video, bye.